Greetings to all life forms and life workers who have found this live demonstration of tarot and oracle services. I'm joined by the beautiful Pola Cat when she wants. She'll come and go. Hello. If you have a question, you can choose 1 through 8. I can do that for you. I'm also doing rune and dice readings today. You're the very first one, friend. So you can type your question and which of the 8 decks you would like, and I'll start that for you. Hello. Everybody's joining. This is Pola. Okay. Thank you, Shirley. If you have a question as well, you can choose 1 through 8, and I will do that once it becomes your turn. Okay. What are Angel Lucas's feelings towards you? So you can tell me when to stop, or I'll stop when the energies compel me. More and more people showing up, so hello everybody. If you have a question that you would like answered, or just would like a general forecast, you can let me know and choose 1 through 8, and I can start that up for you. I'm doing very well. How you doing, Paula? You want to say hi? I'm doing very well today. Okay. So the question is, what is Angel Lucas's feelings towards you? So this is not completely true about who you are. This is just what they see, their feelings for you. One is that they may not see a beginning or a future in a relationship with you based on their own foolishness or a perception of foolishness that you might have, which also they believe that you are powerful. They believe you're magical. They do not fully understand you. They do not know your processes, but they're intrigued by you. There's a lot of intrigue and longing to understand. They are not fully aware of the way that they're going, and oftentimes they second guess themselves and second guess how they communicate and how they feel. So they care about you very much, but oftentimes they let their thoughts and their misconceptions of you get in the way of opening the connection to love. So just have a dialogue and explain your processes. Tell them more how you do things and how you are as an individual will help them gain more information about you, which will help them change their perception of you. Okay. So Shirley, you can choose 1 through 8, and I'll answer that for you. Okay. I'll choose 1 for you. And Peekaboo, I will answer that for you after this question from Shirley. And YOLO. Okay. So you can tell me when to stop, or I'll stop when the energies compel me. More and more people showing up. Hello, everybody. Glad to see the moderators coming in. Okay. How feels thinks about me. My crush, John, is not communicating. Okay. So John very much has many emotions towards you, a lot of feelings that they don't fully understand. They are not completely aware of how they feel about you, which is causing some emotional conflict on their end. They do not see the resonance. They are not completely in resonance with their emotions. They are not fully embracing the feelings that they have and the energies that they hold within. The problem for them is a lack of release. They are not releasing these feelings, they're not releasing the confusion on their end towards you. So the reason why the lack of communication is the lack of release. They're holding on to a lot of past emotions and a lot of frequencies they don't understand that is keeping them out of resonance with themselves. So until they can learn to release, which is probably coming soon, because bonding is the next card. So they're going to go through bonding on their own with their friends and family to teach them release. And when they can better master their emotions, they will contact you again. So surely that's why the lack of contact is there's an overflow of emotions, which is preventing resonance on their side, which shut off the communication. Okay, YOLO, you can choose 1 through 8, and I can answer. When will you get engaged? Who it will be, and how it will be overall. Much gratitude and love to you. Okay. I'm getting called to the angel messages for your question. And you can either tell me when to stop or I'll have the angels tell me. Okay. Prevent any little background noise for everyone here. Okay. So the question, I will state one more time for maximum clarity. Okay, when will you get engaged, who it will be, and how it will be overall? So when, the answer to that is most likely the engagement will probably happen in springtime, and who it will be is a successful person who helps show and share success with you. The overall is a very comforting. They're going to be someone who's able to hold space for you, give you kindness, love, and comfort when you need it most. For you right now, until this happens, is find laughter and laugh at yourself, and then the whole universe joins in. The idea is if we take ourselves super seriously and we are always serious with everything we do, we prevent the laughter, the medicine of joy, happiness from flowing through our bodies. So this person, when they come in, they may not be a very jokey person, but you will be able to develop your own humor, your own laughter with them. So I see the engagement coming with a comfortable, successful person in about springtime for 2021. And at first, there may not be a lot of laughter, but it will grow and develop over time. Okay. So peekaboo, you can choose 1 through 8, and I can give you more clarity. You're confused about your career aspects. You do not know what to learn. Psychology, business, or coding. Hello. Yes, if you have any questions, choose 1 through 8, and I can start those for you. I'll choose for you. Let's go with deck number 8. So you can tell me when to stop, or I'll stop when the energies compel me to. Okay, Cindy, you can choose 1 through 8, or I can choose for you. Changing up the setup a little bit here. Okay. If you would like general messages from one from each of the 8 decks, I now have that in a separate video already uploaded today. So we're no longer doing that here on this show. So for your career prospects, psychology, business, or coding. So I see psychology very strongly, because when you can love and care for other people in a very primal, infinite way, what happens is you can become a professional in holding space, holding energies for other people, and understanding how they love and don't love themselves to master their thoughts. So the Knight of Swords is an entity that knows where they're going, knows how their thoughts propel them, and knows how to work with thoughts to help themselves and those around them. So psychology is going to be a very, very powerful energy for you to look into, and know that you can also do business on the side, as well as coding. You can do all of them, but you will probably find most fulfillment in psychology. Will you go somewhere else for school, or will you stay in the same town? You will have a balance of both. You will be able to travel if you wish, but you can still gain your education from home. But you will be able to travel if you want, or stay. Whatever you would prefer, you will be able to hold the balance between staying still and traveling. Both are valid options. It is based on which one that you want, and always remember you can do both. So I hope that answers for you. Okay, Valentina, you're up next. If you have a question in particular, or just would like an energy forecast, you can choose 1 through 8. I'm also doing rune readings if anyone has any interest in that. I don't know the answer to that. This pandemic affects each place differently, but know that in your mind you can experience that joy of college, joy of community, joy of new experiences now, from your memory and from stories, videos, information on that in your mind. Okay. So you can choose 1 through 8, and I'll ask this question for you, or I can choose for you. So we were back in contact with Carlo, but he acts so distant and almost nasty that I'm fed up. What does he truly want with me? When will be the next live? I plan to do another one at around. So for me right now, the time is 9:30. I will probably do it in 12 hours from now. I will be going live. No, if you have another question, you can ask. You'll just be added to the list. Stay safe as well, YOLO. Much love. So Valentina, I can choose for you, or you can choose 1 through 8. And I'll start shuffling that up for you. So almost nasty and distant, which is making you feel fed up and you want to know what they truly want with you. So in about 12 hours, I will be going live again. Okay, you can tell me when to stop, or I'll stop when the energies compel me. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs up. If you also could share to any friends who you think would like to join, it really helps us battle the YouTube algorithms. So do the thumbs up. So much gratitude there. Okay. He was acting distant and suddenly started talking about his grandmother's birthday. And I'm like, WTF? Okay. So I'll stop shuffling here. I feel compelled to stop. For you, Valentina. Okay, so what they want more than anything else is why they're communicating with you is to be able to have somebody hold space for them, have someone understand them that they know from the past. They are learning to love themselves and beginning to give themselves the love that they haven't had for a long time. The reason why they're contacting you is your kindness and your understanding helps them master their thoughts, help them find a way to take their emotional thoughts, their emotional feelings, and make it something positive and make it something beautiful, because they want more than anything else family, connectivity. They want to be part and parcel of someone else. They feel like they are not enough by themselves, and this is causing them to reach out to you in a way that is not the kindest, because they are not grounded, they're not focused on how their actions affect other people. They're operating from a fully selfish or self-centered mindset, and they just want someone to hold space for them. They want someone to listen to them more so than they want to give love to anyone else. So the best thing you can do is stand up for yourself, speak your feelings, and know that whatever consequence is the perfect consequence. It may appear as death, as a negative thing, saying this to them, but it will be the best way for them to really understand how to love themselves enough to love others equivalently. It's a very draining process, and just understand that you hold in your thoughts the ability to change or fix any situation within yourself. You can't do that for anyone else, and they can't do that for you. So just tell them exactly what you just told me. Just say, hey, I care about you, but the way that you are communicating with me now is draining. I'm open to other types of communication. Okay, then don't give any explanation then. Trust your intuition, friend, and know that there's many people in this world, and each one is beautiful and special, but it doesn't help the world if they don't understand that. So know that if you walk away, you might run into them at a later point when you both are more mature, because they have a lot of work to do on themselves and they're not willing to hold space for anyone else. They're in a very selfish mindset. I hope that answers for you. I'm wishing love and gratitude always. Okay, Cindy says deck number 3, general reading for this year. For the rest of this year. Okay, deck number 3, what type of person? Oh, I can do either one for you or both, Cindy. But I will start with a general reading for the rest of 2020. And then we can do another question for you. There's not a long list here. And much love, Valentina. So you can tell me when to stop, Cindy, and I will ask your question about an energy forecast for the rest of this year. And then peekaboo, I will ask about your first BF afterwards as the next question. Okay. And Stephanie, as well, you can ask a question if you have one, or an energy forecast. You can add yourself to the list if you would like. Okay, so for the rest of this year, you're going to be able to feel your emotions, that sense of passion to create, to do, to be part of something, to be a maker. You will really feel this passion to create, and you will find other people who share this passion, who will help you co-create. There will be a little bit of feeling like you don't have enough love, you don't have enough energies coming into your life of supporting, nurturing, loving energies. Just always remember that these energies you wish to come in, they already exist within. You just have to remember them. So the most beautiful thing I can say to you is the thoughts of negativities that you have had your whole life that keep you up at night, that prevent you from feeling rested. Know that these things are slowly being taken away by yourself. You are turning these negative beliefs, these negative thoughts, into a more powerful energy of love for yourself. And you will have to feel through them, feel the trauma to remove the pain. Know that you're in control of your reality, and any thoughts are not yours. They are just debris that you can pass through your system. So know that the type of love you've always wanted, the type of energies you've always wished to have are coming in and will bubble to the surface because they're already there. I hope that answers for you. What type of person is your soulmate in general? So this soulmate, Ten of Cups, the person you will live a happy life with, is somebody who is kind, supportive, nurturing. Is basically all the loving things you want, you can do to yourself. And by acting this way to yourself, you will attract that person into your life. This person is most likely involved in community service or financial redistributing. They take their resources and their wealth and they share it to people less fortunate. So they're a very giving person, but they have a hard time following their passions. They are passionate about a lot of things, but they don't act on them. They do not make them happen as easily as you do. And it's someone who can compliment you because they think about the plan, but they have a hard time acting, where you just act and you think about the plan later. And is finding a good contrast between the two. I hope that answers for you. And peekaboo, you can choose 1 through 8, and I can choose for you. And silent runner, you can ask a question, choose 1 through 8, and I will answer that when it becomes your turn. There's a list just kindly posted by Stephanie. Okay, I will choose for you. So you've never, you're 19 and never had a boyfriend? Okay. So know that that's perfectly fine. Just don't compare yourself to the common norm. Because certain things haven't happened to you but happened to everyone else, that's not a bad thing. It's actually a blessing because it shows you other people's mistakes so you don't have to make them. So in a way, you can be grateful that you haven't had heartbreak at a young age where some of your friends and other people your age have already felt much heartache. So you can tell me when to stop, and I'll give you more information on this person. Don't rush anything, and when it feels right, it's probably going to be right. Understand this is a very hard lesson. Is the heartbreak is not a permanent thing unless we allow it to be. So it's more so of a heart fracture. So it can be healed with proper care, but oftentimes we don't give that care, and so the heart stays broken. Wow, so I got a lot of messages here about this future love of yours. So you're going to be blessed where you don't have to look for your divine partner. They're going to come as probably one of your first relationships, your first boyfriend is going to be someone who's been through a lot of hard times, a lot of negativity. They're probably a little bit older than you. And they are emerging from a period of isolation, of separateness, of loneliness, and they are coming back out into the world. You'll most likely meet them during some type of financial exchange, a bank, a trade, a payment, some form of monetization. They're very good at balancing their wealth, and they're probably a financial advisor or a banker as a profession. And they know how to take their thoughts and create them into reality. So they know what they want and they know how to get it, and they're not afraid to make the action to make it happen. And they most likely work in finance and of some kind, or the military, which I consider finance. And they have been isolated and lonely for a long time. Now they're coming in. They're probably going to be at about 2 to 3 years older than you. And I do see soulmate when at the first public gathering you're allowed to go to, at the first festival or fair or concert, convention, the first major public gathering that you attend, you will meet them there. And as them being your soulmate, I do see that. Soulmates do change. We have more than one soulmate. But I do see a very strong cosmic union. Just you will meet them at the next public gathering you're allowed to attend. It's probably going to be a smaller gathering than normally happens in your area because of this pandemic, but there still will be some small gatherings happening in the next few months. So when you are allowed to, you meet them there, but also know that there's digital music festivals, there's internet fairs, and there is technology public gatherings as well. So you can make it happen a little faster. So I hope that answers for you. And know that if your heart is broken, it can always be repaired. And it will be more open to receive love after that. Hello. Hello, everyone coming through. If you have a question, you can choose 1 through 8. And Stephanie, the awesome moderator, just is posting the list. You both can be added to it. MH and AZ. Yes, it is. So Peekaboo, they're not someone you already know, but they're most likely have shared friends, a mutual acquaintance. Yes, the list is open. You can choose a deck and a question, and I will answer that when it becomes your turn. A seashell case, you might have got buried here, but you can choose your deck and your question. And I will start that for you. So, Seashell Case and Silent Runner, you're up next on. Thank you. The more you love and treat yourself the way you want to be treated, and the more that you can do that on a consistent basis, the faster you will attract another person who will treat you those ways, because you will be showing the universe what you want. I have an Instagram. It's not active as much, but I do operate on Facebook here. You can find more information about my other accounts on the channel page. Okay, so Seashell Case and Silent Runner. If you have a question in particular or just would like an energy forecast, you can choose 1 through 8, and I'll start that for you. Yeah, I'm not like the cool kids. I'm not always on the gram. Much gratitude, everyone here. I'm doing very good today, AZ. I see the thumbs up coming in. Much gratitude. The shares and donations help a lot to keep this channel going and growing. Yes, this is my cat Pola. She may make an appearance when she wants. She wanted to be here in the beginning, and I'm not giving her enough attention. Yes, it's my black cat Pola. Pola. I wasn't giving her enough attention, so she's like, I'm out. She's right here at the edge of the bed, off screen. Yeah, she'll come back when it's hers. I just have the one cat, and she's a beautiful being and helps my life in a lot of ways. Now, talking about you, they want to say hi. Come on. Yeah, she's a. You can kind of see her in the. So she'll be at the edge of the shot. Aw, I love hearing about this. Yes, you can be added to the list. You can ask your question now and choose a deck. So I can have that when you already chose 8 for MH. Okay, so Seashell Case, Silent Runner, and AZ. If you're here, you can choose 1 through 8 and type your question. And I will start shuffling those for you. Okay. Do you have a question, AZ? Or just would like a general energy forecast? Adriana, hello. Yeah, they want to look at you. You can stay on your little bed. She's like, nope. She's shy. Yeah, she's a long-haired cat, and we had to trim her, and she would only let her trim some of her. Okay, so AZ, you can tell me when to stop, or I'll stop when the energies compel me. Will you end up with M or D in a romantic relationship? Yeah, she's my little black lion. She was rescued. We don't know for certain, but she's been with us just over a year now, a year and a half. So she's probably 3 or 4. Yeah, she's my little black lion, little black lioness. Hey. Yes, I can give you a reading, Adriana. You can choose a question. So there's a dog in the house that I stay in. That's Scruffy. And I help take care of him, but this is my cat. So, me and my fiance. Okay. So M or D in a romantic relationship. So there's a good chance it might not be neither of them, because by being able to master your thoughts and be aware of your thoughts of love, of creation that you have, it will bring to you much wealth, and this wealth will last infinitely. And it's not just a physical wealth, it is the wealth of thought, the wealth of love of self and love of identity. It seems like both of these two entities that you said the first letter of their names, they're not completely loving themselves, and they're not fully being able to create with their passion thoughts. They probably have negative thought patterns that's preventing them from wealth. But you by yourself have infinite wealth. Your true love mate would most likely be someone involved in real estate or land development, is the one extra piece, is the infinite plus the next generation. So know that when you do find love, they will most likely be with a real estate agent, a land developer, a landlord, somebody who works with the planet to monetize it, who monetizes land. But you yourself, when you can focus on loving yourself instead of someone else and not letting their baggage and sometimes bullshit drag you down, you have more wealth and abundance in your life. So I don't see either of those people being very good for you in a love right now. Just continue to work on your thoughts and your wealth abundance frequency, and then you will find a financial advisor or a real estate agent who will come into your life, and that will probably be the person in your love house. The cat and dog, they do get along. Depends on how Pola, my cat, is feeling. She's temperamental. So I can do deck 8 for you, MH, if you have a question. Thank you. I'm always grateful for this platform, for the computer, for the internet, and for all the beautiful people who show up. Okay, you can tell me when to stop. How does E feel towards you? If I give them hints I'm interested, will that jeopardize our friendship? So how does E feel towards you is the first part of the question. And then I'll pull another card to help with the second part there, whether it will jeopardize our friendship or not. Okay. And if the other people who I skipped, if you do show back up, feel free to ask your questions and type a number here, and I will add you back on. So the main feelings that they have towards you is a lot of love. They really feel that you have a lot of love to give and a lot of love to receive. You're very a loving, kind person, and they want to be with you more than just friendship. So I see very strongly that if you make the attempt to tell them how you feel, and in just straight up say, hey, this is what I'm feeling. I don't want to ruin the friendship, but tell me how you're feeling. and trust your strength and be the person to make the action, because what they want is somebody to master their thoughts. They want somebody to be thinking about all the time. They want somebody to communicate about their darkest and most brilliant thoughts that they cannot explain to anyone else. Always good vibes here. So be strong and let your thoughts be your guide, because you are a powerful leader in the realm of thoughts, in the realm of the mental. Know that you have the strength to make everything happen, and just let them know how you feel, and ask how they feel. Just always know that you have much love, that you have gift, but also to give that love back to yourself is always very much key. To not always give it to others, to spend time and give that love back to yourself, give that kindness back to yourself. I hope that answered for you. Much gratitude. Just ask how they feel and then tell them how you feel. Be strong, hold that strength, and know that your thoughts are going to create the most beautiful reality for you. That's all we can ever do, and it's not easy. I'll be the first person to admit I'm no master of being kind to myself. I work on it every day, and it's a never-ending process. So, Stephanie, you can ask your question now if you would like. And Adriana as well, you can ask a question. Choose 1 through 8. Cool. She's moving. Oh, they all want to say hi. All the people, they want to say hi. Okay, Adriana, you can choose 1 through 8, and I'll do that for you. Hi. Yeah, super magic psychic cat right here. Okay, so you lost your fiance in a car accident 13 years ago today. Well, my condolences to you. Also today, I got in an argument with your current boyfriend and we broke up. I'm falling apart emotionally. Is there any messages from spirit to help you? Yes. So I'll ask one because of the deck you chose, but I'm a medium. And if you would like, if you tell me the name of the fiance that was lost in the accident, I can give you messages from them, or I can just give you messages from the spirit of everything. And my condolences. And if this argument happened with the boyfriend and you broke up, know that that's not a bad thing. It might actually be one of the most beautiful blessings you could have, because we don't fully understand everything that's going on. And sometimes what seems like tragedies years later seems like miracles. So Chrissy Chandler, you came right in time. You'll be the last one today. So you can type your question and which deck you would like, or I can choose for you. And okay, Craig B. So you can tell me when to stop, and I will give you a medium message from Craig B. Well, I can tell you right now, just saying his name, that accident was tragic, and they would have loved you for their whole life, and they would never have waned. And Craig wants you to know that love is never ending. The memories you have, any positive feelings you had with them, and any lessons you were learned through them are endless. I say this during every medium reading I give, but it's always important. No one ever actually dies. Death is not real. What happens is we transfer from the physical dense matter form to the energy echo form. And Craig is always there and is always existing in the minds of their parents, their siblings, their friends, their lovers, such as yourself, the strangers who they gave kind words to, the random acts of kindness to people who never know anything about them. In their mind, they're still alive. So Craig's asking me to stop shuffling now. Whew. Okay. Aw, friend, you are loved so very much. And you are loved in a perfect way. And you will find love again. Craig wants you to know that the love you had can be more and different, but still built on the foundations, the receptivity, the neural connections you have already built. When you find love this time and you find the perfect person coming in, know that one of those cups has to always be for you, and then the other one is that you give. When you can completely love yourself the way that Craig loved you, the way that your grandparents loved you, the way that the whole universe loves you, then you can give that to someone else and they will give it right back to you. That you bring love into this world. You are the page of love. You are the ambassador of kindness, of understanding, of holding connection. I'm crying too, friend, because there is so much love that Craig has for you, and it will never end. Craig wants me to tell you, though, that you can contact them through dreams or meditations. So with meditations, think of one of your memories, replay it in your head one or twice, and then the third time or the second time, make it a new memory. Have a different conversation than you had in real life, and know that your imagination is just as real as your memory. Because by loving yourself and giving that love back to yourself, you will show that your thoughts create your reality. So by thinking loving things, by bringing love in and sharing it with yourself, with your family, and those in need, makes the world a better place. Know that your thoughts are infinite. If you think about how much those people who have passed love you and those people who are going to love you, think about it and give that love to yourself. You don't need a boyfriend right now, and everything will work out in the perfect way because you will think it into reality. Last message here I really want to say is Craig wants you to know that you hold so much love and is what gravitated them to you, and they passed away happy and satisfied that they were able to hold that love for just a small amount of time, to be in love with you and for you to be in love with them. And that is one of their greatest achievements in life, and makes them so happy that they lived long enough to be with you, to learn that and to hold that love. Just continue your thoughts. See, Brian, just Continue your thoughts of love, of power, of gratitude, and you will always attract the perfect thing into you. Miracles are real, and they happen every day. Oftentimes we call them tragedies because we don't understand the complexities, or we call them coincidences because we don't want to see the magic of the miracle. I hope that helps you. If you would like, I give private sessions. I go a lot more deeper than that on private Zoom sessions. You can find information how to contact me for that in the description. So thank you so very much for allowing. So much love to you, always and forever. You will be able to meet someone as well. Know that Craig wants you to be happy and wants you to be in love, and they will send the right person to you, and they will bring that right energy to you. So continue to think about them. Know that your thoughts are very important. Okay. Chrissy Chandler, do you want me to choose for you, or you can choose 1 through 8? And what will happen to you in your love life? Never been in love. Okay. Yeah, I generally don't do a lot of mediumship here, mainly because it's just such a raw experience on my end. The love it's just amplified and echoed. So Chrissy Chandler, you can tell me when to stop, so I can give you this love reading, or I'll stop when the energies of love tell me when. Thank you for your kind words, AZ, and everybody here. It's probably one of the most powerful lives I've done, and just much gratitude here. So, you may think you have never been in love in this body at this time. That is true. But we're way more than this one body on this one planet at this one now. The cards want to remind you that you are love. It is not an external thing that you need to find. It is something that you already have inside that you have to remember. 7 is a number of balance, of remembering, of creation, but also of destruction. And know that when you do find the lover, they're going to be somebody other people say is foolish. Other people are going to make it hard for you to be in love. They're going to put negativities, they're going to put labels and confusion on you to make it hard for you to find this love. Because the trick is, you already have it inside. You already are love. You don't need love because you are the love. And when you can move past what other people say, and oftentimes people want to take away things from other people that they feel they are lacking, even if they don't gain anything from that. This will not affect you though, because you will have wealth, happiness, and movement for the rest of your life. You are love, you are abundance, and just learn each day a little bit more about who you are, how you do things different from everyone else. Let them call you a fool. Let them say mean things about you. It doesn't mean anything at all. Because the truth of the matter is, you are abundant, you are love, and you are beautiful. The kind of person you will meet is a artistic person who's involved in development with others. They oftentimes are mislabeled and called names, and are people that your family and friends say, "Oh, you shouldn't be with that person," but you will know that it's right even when everybody else is hating. They're going to be hating because they are unhappy and they don't want anyone to be happy because they think that would make them more unhappy. It's basically it's one of the most negative thought streams out there, but you're not going to be affected by that unless you choose to be, because you are love, and the love you want exists within you, always and forever. Thank you so much. If you would like to contact me, I do mediumship, and uh, I'm grateful to have for your son to have such a great mother. It makes the world a better place. So the haters are most likely family and friends you already know. This person who will be labeled as a fool coming into your life is somebody who you do not know directly, but you will probably heard of, or have a mutual friend that does know them, but you know yourself. And by the more you know yourself, learn yourself, and realize that you are love, the faster that this will come in. And thank you, everybody here. Okay, Stephanie, you can ask your question now. I think those other two may come back. Always. Thank you, beautiful spirits. Everybody here is beautiful. I've never met an ugly person. Yes, Silent Runner. Choose 1 through 8, and you can ask your question, and I can do that for you. A quick message, though, from our sponsor. The aliens are here. First contact. You ever wanted to talk to an alien? Guess what? You're doing it right now. They want to remind you that aliens oftentimes are very good at being humans. You just got to remember that you are connected to the cosmic Gemini, to your cosmic soul partner, even if you don't see him. I would love to be of service to you. So, Silent Runner, you can ask your question. You're on the list. You can choose 1 through 8, and I will answer that for you. More information here is the aliens are very good at pretending to be human. They're very good at being passionate, creative, joyous, just transcendent in a way that most humans aren't. That's usually how you can tell. You will probably find them in their 3 most favorite places. 1, anonymous internet forums of any kind. 2, coffee shops. 3, supermarkets or public transit. Human gathering spots. They're really good at just being there and not being noticed unless you have a little bit of alien too. Because here's the secret nobody wants to tell you. We are the aliens. This is not our home planet. Shh. Don't tell anyone. Or tell everybody, your choice. Hello, Mr. Rose. I'm closing the list for today. I'm going to do another live in the morning, Mr. Rose. So if you would like to either send me an email or subscribe and you will be notified when I will go live again. Our real home is the stars. Yep. The cosmic heaven of mind. You can also ask your question here, Stephanie, and whoever comes in first, I will start. How does Aaron feel about you? Okay. Would you like me to choose a deck for you, or you can choose 1 through 8? Silent Runner. So if you're the silent runner, then I'm the loud walker. That's my secret internet name that I will never use, but I'm the loud walker from now on. With 2 Ks. The mean one. Okay. The closest I got to mean would be the Book of the Dead. So you tell me when to stop, or I can stop when the energies compel me. The question is, how does Aaron feel about you? I know their name is Aaron, but that's a reference to a buddy of mine who doesn't watch my videos. Is it safe? In heaven, on earth, it's always safe, friend. Know that you got a lot of spirits, Mr. Rose, around you, or you would never have found this video, and you are safe in all ways. Okay, how does Aaron feel about you? Okay. So firstly, they love you very much, and they care about you with all their heart space that they possibly can. They want to fly, soar, and experience the ups and downs of life with you. They can't even explain the way that they feel towards you. The only thing they know that it is love. No mark of the beast here. We work with ones. So allow the love to splash, to overflow, because they feel so much about you that they're having a very difficult time loving themselves the way that they love you. They feel so intensely about you that it causes confusion with their thoughts and emotions towards themselves. They feel this overwhelming and just overflowing feeling towards you that they can't explain, and they don't fully understand in their thoughts because they're not giving that back to themselves. The only way I can kind of describe it is you go to a restaurant, you get a refill of a drink, and they give it to you the very top, and then just by picking it up, it overflows. Where some people lean in and they drink off the top and then they pick it up. They're not willing to do that right now. They just are going to spill it because they don't know how, and they're controlled by their old processes about how to love. So Aaron cares about you very much, probably more than they care about themselves. And that might become an issue of codependency if it continues. So you might want to remind Aaron how you feel. And by telling them how you feel about them will help the energies better balance up. So is it a good idea to message that? Not at this time. Let them reach out to you and find you, because they're not grounded and they're probably going to ask for money and try to take from you. And this is just going to cause sadness and depression and anxiety and trauma that you don't need. So it's not a good time to communicate with them, because what they're going to say is not going to be truthful, and it's also going to hurt you emotionally. They're going to lash out. Yeah, no Crowley magic here. No marks of the beast. We use 1111 though. Mark of the angel. I do enjoy this video a lot. It's a roller coaster on this one for me. Glad I got Little Miss Cat best. The best. So, Stephanie, you can ask your question. Now I can do that for you. And call out to the universe, wherever you may be, seashell case. I'm here for you, for your question. Oh yeah, she just wants to spectate. It's gonna be funny. The moment I end this video, she's gonna like come right up to me and just be like, "Love me," and I will, because I'm weak when it comes to these felines. Well, thank you. You're a very great moderator, and I enjoy your energy here in these videos. It really helps having another buoy of light here. You don't have to say his name. You can just choose 1 through 8, and I will ask that for you. A guy you met in January. I'm going to refer to him as GJ. Guy from January. Or I can pick for you whatever you would choose. So, GJ is, I can see a possibility, but GJ has a lot of trauma, has a lot of darkness that they most likely didn't tell you about. But I'll give you more detail here with the cards. That's just from intuition. There is a possibility, but they have a lot of shadow work they have to do. So you can tell me when to stop, or I'll stop when the spirits of magic tell me when. Well, you already know more than I do, and all I can just see is there's a shadow attachment. Okay, calling out to the universal case of all seashells. If you would like your question, wherever you may be in time and space, this is your now to show back up. Okay. GJ. So first is Gemini in reverse. So if you do start a relationship with them, it will most likely be codependent. This is codependency. One person taking from another and not having an equal exchange of energies. They are a very stubborn person, and a lot of volatile fire energy that they hold. They are not empathetic. to other people completely, but they are incredibly psychic. And they have a lot of psychic magic, but they're consumed by smoke. Either this being cigarettes, cannabis, herbs, but they use smoke in a way that is not empowering. So this is the master of smoke. This is the slave of smoke. You think your third eye is open because you see all these things and you have all these ideas, but you don't act on it. You don't do anything. You're just lost in the smoke. But when you can use better moderation, you let yourself and your thoughts flow out, and you can blow more of a smoke ring instead of a smoke cloud. Your third eye doesn't have to be open. Your crown has to be open. So if you do start a relationship, it will most likely be codependent, somewhat emotionally abusive, because they are very stubborn and not very emotionally receptive. Yeah, this is probably the most accurate deck when it comes to these types of questions here. And know that your ancestors, the people who have gone past in your life, they will lead you to the most beautiful person and the most positive energy. Just know that through music, through dance, through art, wine, excitement of any kind will bring those people in faster. Find your passions. Find the things that make you happy, that makes your blood boil with joy and excitement, and do those things. And the more and more you do that, you will attract somebody who holds a similar frequency. I hope that answers very much for you. All the gratitude in the world to any being who found this channel now or in the future. I will leave a message to my alien friends that I know are watching. The Rastafari Jack. This is one of the coolest aliens. So they look like a human, large amount of artistic passion, large amount of joy, but they use smoke in a different way. They use smoke as inspiration, as fuel, as understanding, as mysticism, even sometimes as oracle. They use music, dance, movement, singing of any kind to bring their own kindness, understanding, and love to the world, because their heart center, their infinite mind is open, because they don't come from this planet. Like I said, the humans are not earthlings. We just happen to live on the earth, but we're not. This is not us. We're made of earth. We're here and we eat the earth and we coexist with the earth, but this is not where our gene line originated. And the Rastafari Jack is an example of that. I hope that answers to you and everybody here in the universal frequency of gratitude. All the joy and happiness in the world. I look forward to seeing you in the next live. If you find my content interesting, new videos every day, very weird, WYRD. You are loved.